You know, right from the start, I knew something was going on between Sonia and him.
Who?
Who do you think? Sam.
What do you mean?
Well, okay. The whole stealing incident, for instance, Sonia never took a thing from my father. And that whole thing about how she was stealing money to give it to me to buy drugs is absurd. It's just a way of slandering me. You know, I haven't touched anything for months. Anyway, Sam was stealing money from the start. Sonia took the rap to cover for him. There was definitely something going on between Sonia and Sam, and I think she felt like she needed to cover it up. Either that or Sam threatened to tell my dad about him. And so, unless she took the blame, you know, for him stealing.
And the murder?
I have no doubt it was Sam. I mean, it's all too convenient. Sam shows up and suddenly my sister and I are out on the street. You know, my dad won't return my phone calls. I mean, Sam was trying to get money out of my dad. He had keys, you know? And the whole seizure thing? I mean, I can fall down on the floor right now and start shaking, but it doesn't prove that I'm an epileptic. Oh. You know, and I bet that first seizure at the cafe was a fake too.
So you believe that Sam was either involved with Sonia or blackmailing her, killed your father because he wouldn't give him the money, and faked a seizure to serve as an alibi?
Sure. Sure, I mean, the blood test proved that Sam was related. And he was trying to get money out of my father. If he couldn't do it while my father was alive, he'd do it while he was dead. That's what lawyers are for.
But you admit to seeing your father that night.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw him through the window from the cafe. And he was still very much alive when we left.
I wasn't even aware Fyodor put me in his will to begin with. We never talked about it. This is the first I've heard. Although I'm not surprised he was going to change it. That is very much like him.
You were at his place the night of the murder.
Yeah, I was. He'd been calling me, leaving insulting messages, calling 20 times a day, harassing me. I wanted him to stop. I thought it was time I confronted him about it.
You didn't save any of these insulting messages?
No, I erased them.
What was he harassing you about?
He was harassing me because he was an angry, bitter man, and because I'd ended our relationship.
Any other reason?
Because I went out with his son Dmitri a couple of times. That doesn't make me a bad person, so what?
So you were the last person to see Mr. Karamazov alive?
Of course not. The last person to see him alive was the person who killed him, not me.
Of course, excuse me. Who do you think that was?
Who's the cop here?
I'm just interested in your opinion, that's all.
Well, I think it stayed in the family.
Explain that.
I've come to find out that Fyodor was close to his daughter. Very close. Too close, if you can understand me.
Are you talking about incest?
Something like that.
That's a pretty serious accusation. How did you come to it?
Fyodor was always strange with his kids. I suspected it myself.
So he told you?
Of course he didn't. I asked Dmitri about it. Apparently he'd been molesting her for years. She finally had enough and left. That's why Fyodor made up that story about her stealing. He didn't kick her out. She finally had someplace to go, so she left. Nobody ever stole anything from Fyodor. It was a smoke screen.
Well, you never said anything to us about this.
Why should she?
So you think Sonia killed her father?
Or arranged for it? He certainly deserved it as far as I'm concerned. And whoever did it deserves a medal for public service.
You are certainly very outspoken.
Why shouldn't I be? I have nothing to hide. Listen, After I left Theodore's apartment that night, Dimitri and I watched from the cafe for a while. He was talking to someone on the phone who got him angry, or so it looked. If I were you, I'd be interested in that phone conversation. Maybe somebody wanted to make sure that he was going to be home that night.
The billing shows that you made a call to Fyodor Karamazov's apartment the night he was murdered.
No, I did not. I never even met him. Why would I call him?
Is this the number of your cell phone?
Yes.
The phone company's records confirm it.
But why would I call him? I don't even know the guy. I didn't call him.
Then how do you explain this?
I don't know. Maybe Sonia used my phone to call him.
Did she ever ask you whether she could use it?
No.
Did you ever notice your phone missing?
No, I always keep it in my purse.
So Sonia must have gone into your purse, used your phone without your permission, and put it back all without you knowing about it?
I don't know. But it wasn't me.
Could it have been Sam?
I don't know who it was. It just wasn't me.
You said that Sonia had gone into the bathroom that night before Sam had his seizure.
Yes.
Do you know where your cell phone was at that time?
I don't remember.